Hello besties, welcome back to my channel. I got a very large stack for you today. We are going to build your 2026 TBR. Some of my favorites that I read last year, we're going to start off with The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren. This one follows Anna and Liam. They met each other in college and they got married actually for housing purposes. And they weren't really friends, they just kind of knew each other. And then they kind of went about their separate ways. Anna thought that he took care of the divorce paperwork. Apparently, Liam did not. He just kind of forgot that he was married and his sibling is getting married. And so obviously his family is like, hey, when are you gonna bring your wife around? And he's like, well, shit, I guess. So he reaches out to her and he's like, hey, remember me? Yeah, your husband. Do you want to be my wedding date? And she was like, what the fuck? Like, she barely really knows him at this point. It's been like some time. With this trip that they go on, she realizes a lot about Liam and his family. They're very wealthy people. And he, of course, has put a lot of pressure on himself to be the person that his father wants him to be. Liam is very kind. I love a man named Liam, okay? For those who know, you know. I really liked him and he really was liking Anna. She's like this wild, free type of person who didn't come from a wealthy family, and so she's very much like, who cares, let's do it type of thing, clearly. And I don't know, I really liked their dynamic. I really liked how she helped him through this situation. I really liked just the plot line of this and the way their love grew throughout the story as well. You know, they were kind of trying to hide their feelings for each other. It wasn't necessarily forbidden. I mean, they were already married, but you know, the plan was to get a divorce, but that didn't necessarily go as planned. I thoroughly enjoyed it and I think others would like it too. I can do a whole video about this series. The Eden series by Devney Perry. It is romantic suspense. There are so many different tropes in each book. There's 6 books. I binged them in a week. 6 books in a week. What was wrong with me that week? I don't know. I don't remember. All I remember was reading all these books. And that is what I did. Okay? For now, I'm just going to talk about book 1. This one specifically follows Griffin Eden. They all follow all of the siblings, so there's 6 siblings in this family. It's a big family. Their parents loved each other so much that, you know, they had to have so many kids. They own a ranch, it's a small town vibe, and they're romantic suspense. So we got not only the romance, but also something lurking in the background that gives it that suspense, almost thriller-esque vibe as well for some of these books, because Crimson River was the one that was like almost full-on thriller kind of with a subplot of romance. It was really, really good. It was really intense and I thoroughly loved this series. I thoroughly loved this family. They go in for each other. They do anything for each other. The town does anything for them too. Granted, the Eden family, they are pretty much the founders of that town and own a good amount of things in the town. You know, they own an inn, they own a coffee shop, they have the ranch, they own a restaurant. Of course, all of their spouses are partaking into things throughout the community as well. Lovely series. I want it to be a TV show. I would eat the fuck out of that TV show if it was made into one. Oh, someone please get on that. Someone please get on this and make it a fucking TV show, because it would eat. I would know what would happen in all of it, but you know what? It would be so good. That's what it was like. It was like binging a TV show because everything happened so fast. All of the siblings, I love. I loved every single one of them. They're all so headstrong. They're all so kind and so patient. The whole family just, you know, tries to take care of each other and do its best for each other. So I could go on and on about this series. I love it so much and I feel like it needs to be read more. I want to read more of Devney Perry's work, especially her romantic suspenses. And I know there's like so many other authors that do romantic suspense. There's like Catherine Cowles. I feel like Becca something. There's her as well. So I need to get on my romantic suspense bag because I fear I'm gonna binge the fuck out of those books. All right, next is, I think it's a duology. I'm not 100% sure, but this is the first book, Morbidly Yours by Ivy Fairbanks. Book 2 I plan on reading this month. I did not expect to like it this much. I tabbed the shit out of it. I truly did not expect to like it, really. I went in blind. I was actually buddy reading this with somebody, and they ended up, like, I don't even know if they finished it. I finished it way before they did. Even they had things going on in life, so like, I'm not trying to down them or anything, but it was just so funny. And I was like, I liked it. I really, really liked the way she wrote the MMC Cal. He is so quirky, so awkward, so shy, but also like, dude's kind of dirty. He is filthy too, in a good way. FMC Lark, she left the US due to an incident with her husband, moved to Ireland for a job opportunity and to also get away from that situation. So it's fair. She has every right to feel the way she feels. He is told by his father, that his grandfather, who owns their funeral home, that he has like 6 months to get married. Otherwise, the funeral home is not going to go into his name. It's going to go into his father's name, and his father's going to sell it. So he obviously is trying to figure out, like, okay, who the fuck can I marry really quick? But he also wants to find love. And Lark is, you know, trying to help him with the eligible ladies in the town, and they start to get kind of close. He starts to really fall for her first. She does like him, but she obviously, with the situation with her husband, is very scared to give in. So she's very hesitant, very guarded, and pulls back a lot. He just really enjoyed her. He enjoyed her presence, her character, and I love that for him. So I really enjoyed him a lot more. It was cute. And then another one that I 100% recommend and need more people to talk about is Not Safe for Work by Nisha Tooley. She wrote that Trial of a Sun Queen series, and this is her first like adult romance, contemporary romance book, and it was so good. I loved it. It's a woman in STEM. She works in this male dominant field, and in the place that she actually works is very male centered. Like, her rival slash co-worker is the son of the owner. So obviously she has the need to work harder, to prove herself, to be able to get the promotions she needs to get, to grow and to do her job. Then they go on this work retreat. They get roomed together because there is no other room anywhere else. They get roomed together. There is a one bed. I loved the FMC. She's so strong. She's very independent and very much someone is like, I don't need you. I can figure it out on my own. But he's very like, I see you. I hear you, but let me be there for you. It was so good. It was so good. The only thing I wish we had was the MMC's POV. I would have loved to have that in there to see what he's thinking. It was all the FMC's POV, so like not necessarily bad, but I do love seeing the dual POVs because I love to see what the MMC is thinking. I love to see if he starts to fall first, what he starts thinking about her. That's, I fear, one of my favorite parts in like any type of romance is seeing the MMC's POV, because what are you thinking about her? I need to know what this man is thinking. Maybe that's my own mental thing of like needing to know what a man is thinking to feel like, does he actually love her for my own personal reasons? But I digress on that. I loved it, and I feel like more people should 100% read it. Next, since it's January and it's still kind of winter time at the moment, I have a little stack of winter thrillers. First, we got The Night Visitors by Carol Goodman. This is a new favorite. I bought this book early in January of 2025. We went on vacation. There's vlogs about it here. I went to a secondhand bookstore, found this there. I was like, that looks interesting. I'll buy it. Bought it. Didn't touch it until December. And I'm so glad I finally read it. I'm so glad I chose it because this follows a woman. She's like 50s. She's went through so many traumatic experiences in her life to where now her career has been helping people, mostly women and children, get out of DV situations, but she works with, you know, shelters and stuff to help people in need. She gets this one call. This mom and this kid are fleeing a situation. She goes to pick them up. Her job is to pick them up, you know, talk with them, get to know them, guide them through the process, and then takes them to the shelter wherever they need to go next. So after picking up the girl and the little boy, she instantly falls really protective. The little boy, he reminds her so much of her little brother, who unfortunately is dead at a young age. So she is very protective very quickly. She knows she's not supposed to, but she has this like urge to be there for them. She takes them home to her house for the night. It was very, very late when she picked them up. And the next day she goes to takes them to the shelter. The little boy, he's like, no, I want to stay. The mom, she's kind of like weary. She's very obviously on edge just from what she experienced. And it was so messy. They ended up going back to her house because the little boy forgot something. Huge snowstorm hits them, so they're obviously stuck there. They're not really mad about it. Somebody else comes to attack them. And it was very scary. There was some spooky aspects in here. It was intense, scary men in here. I was genuinely terrified, and I was hoping that they would get out of this situation. Another one I would probably recommend. I used to live here by Marcus Clower. This kind of takes during the winter time. This girl and her partner, Charlie and Eve, they bought this huge house. They are people who buy the houses, they flip them, they sell them, you know, do upgrades, whatever the case may be. Eve is by herself at home. Her partner is off to do errands. She gets a knock at the door of this man and his family, and they're like, hey, I used to live here. This is my childhood home. Can we come in? She is very much, she's someone who's a people pleaser, and she can't say no to these people. The dad is like, are you gonna let us in? Like, it's cold out here. He's got his kids with them. The daughter's like looking up like, oh my God, like this is so cool. Like, can we come in? And like at first she says no. The little girl's like sad. She's like about to cry. And as they're about to leave, she's like, actually, come in. You don't know these people. Throughout the whole story, it was very trippy, very weird. I was confused. I didn't understand what the hell was going on. But it was more fun just to be like, this is, and I was scared. It was scary for me at times. I was listening to it as well, and I couldn't listen to it at night. I had to pause. I was like, I can't. I'm genuinely scared because there were some creepy things happening in this house, and I was like, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. So for the most part, I had a great time. Another one I would love to recommend is The Silent Woods by Kimmy Cunningham Grant. This one was so emotional for me. I cried. I read this a while ago. This follows a dad who lives out in the wilderness with his daughter. It's, you know, up in the mountains, so it is snowing wintertime. He only goes out to, you know, the stores and to the towns about once a year or so to get like a lot of supplies, and then he's back up there. And he does have a friend that he entrusts with their location to also bring them supplies and stuff just throughout the year. The reason why he's hiding is because something occurred with his wife. Her parents want him and their grandchild. He's doing his best to try to keep his daughter safe, and she's, you know, getting to an age where she's like super curious about things. She sees a woman out in the woods, but when he realizes that she's been speaking to this woman, he's like, what the hell? Like, this is weird. It's just very intense, very eerie as well. It made me emotional because this father wanted to do everything in his power to protect his daughter. Had me in tears. I was crying. I was like, actually, okay, no. But it was just so heartfelt, so intense on what was he gonna do to take care of his daughter, also figuring out like what the hell did he do to like stay in hiding for so long. It was intense. And then last but certainly not least, for the winter thrillers, we got The Overnight Guests by Heather Gudenkauf. This one I liked. I quite enjoyed it. It was fucked. It was a fucked up story. I was blown away. Okay, so this follows a woman. She goes on this little writing retreat by herself. She's kind of running away from her life at home. She has a son that she's like trying to be close with, but he's like, I don't want to be near you. So she's like, all right, let me go finish this book. And so she goes to this house that had an unalive situation happen in it for research purposes for her new book. And so it's winter, there's a snowstorm going on, and she lets her dog out. Dog has been gone for a hot minute. She's like, all right, this is weird. He comes back in a timely manner. So she goes to go look for him. She finds him digging something in the ground and pulling out something. She tries to see what it is. It's a kid. It's a kid in the snow. And then she looks around some more. There's a woman. She's like, where did these people come from? What the hell is happening? So she helps them, gets them warm. They're very scared and very wary of her, but there is somebody chasing them. It also has past and present POVs. And so you kind of get the past POVs of what happened in that house and the situation that led up to what happened. And at the end, everything just comes together, and it was really fucked up. It was so fucked up. And what happened, I was just like sick, absolute sick in the head. This is part one to building your TBR. I really think that these are really good reads in my opinion, and I think other people will enjoy them. Let me know if you add them, and if you've already read them, what did you think about them? Let me know in the comments below. If you didn't like them, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Let me know if you'll add these to your TBR for this year. I really hope you do, and I hope you enjoyed them. I will see y'all in the next video.